and Bluehead Brigade. Gather round your soy lattes, time to get played. Y'all out here crying for lawbreakers, banging pots like toddlers in a tantrum, while real Americans are laughing our asses off at your woke-ass anthem. Look at these clowns in the rainbow flags and nose rings screaming abolish ICE, like it solves anything. Defend a chick who tried to ram agents with her ride, and now she's a martyr. Bitch, please, that's homicide, suicide. Postmenopausal Karens foam at the mouth, spitting and shrieking, blocking cop cars like they're saving the world from deporting the freaking gangbangers, rapists, traffickers. Nah, keep them all, they say. We're crying about fascism in there safe space parade. Hey, ho, ho, this protest's a fucking no-show. Whoa, weirdos wailing in the snow. What a goddamn joke, yo. Banging pots and pans like broke-ass toddlers at 3, while ICE does the job y'all too pussy to see. Upside down flags, frog suits, lawn chairs in the street. Y'all call this resistance? Nah, it's just elite defeat. Waste of time, waste of air, waste of everybody's day. Go home, snowflakes, law and order's here to stay. Inflatable frog costumes, really that's your big move. Portland's finest freaks, looking like Pepe on shrooms. Shining flashlights in hotel windows all night long, trying to keep agents awake. Bitch, that's just wrong. Yoga dancing in front of detention centers. What the hell? Cosplay revolutionaries, straight out of progressive hell. Non-binary screechers with whistles up their ass, honking horns for hours. Man, y'all got no class. Hey, y'all got no class. Hey, ho, ho, this protest's a fucking no-show. Blue-haired banshees in the snow, putting on a shit show, throwing snowballs at badges, then crying brutality. Grow the fuck up, that's just reality. Aztec dancers, giant birds, puppets in the rain. Your signs melt faster than your tiny brains. Waste of time, waste of tears, waste of taxpayer dough. Abolish ICE, nah, abolish this stupid show. Y'all scream no fascist USA while blocking the road, harassing agents doing jobs y'all never know, calling for blood when it's your side getting caught, then play victim when the pepper spray's hot. Fat girls jumping on hoods, megaphones and faces. Gay boys doing the taser dance in their safe spaces. Defending Venezuelan thugs and child molesters too, while pretending you're the heroes. Fuck me, that's new. Over 1,000 events, congrats on the circle jerk. Tiny towns full of trustafarians going berserk. Source checks cashing indivisible protests, a motherfucking no-show. Whoa, weirdos, blue hairs, freaks in the snow. Go! Banging pots, blowing whistles, honking like clowns. While law and order shut your bullshit down. Frog suits, lawn chairs, upside down rags in the wind. Your whole damn movement's where logic goes to end. Waste of time, waste of life, waste of everybody's night. Get a real job, dipshits, or at least get a life. So here's to you, anti-law and order brigade. Keep screaming in the cold while the grown-ups get paid. Your absurdity's legendary, your logic's a joke. 6 minutes of roast, now choke on that smoke. Stay woke, losers, or better yet, just stay home. Law and order wins, y'all just got home.
All right, there we go. Sorry about the language in that song. I love that song, but it's got like F words in it. I don't normally make my songs with too many F words, but that one has like 4. So sorry about that. I do like that. It's a longer song, but I think I like it because it really like lays out all the stupidity that's been involved with this. Damn, there's just no good place for this mic. It further demonstrates just all the stupidity that's been going on with all these dumb protests. All right, thanks everybody for hitting that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, this is the Sights and Sounds of Earth on StarShip Adventures. Please hit that sub and give us your support. We are here every night at 9 o'clock, just about every night. And yeah, it's pretty good. It's we try to cover all different things. Tonight we've got one live view coming from, I believe, Newark, New Jersey. Still trying to verify that. I love when people go live and their title is Going Live. I don't know how they expect to get any new viewers that way. It's probably one of the more ignorant things people do on YouTube. Is they don't take the time to put in the description and the keywords and all that kind of stuff, because that... One of them cats is sneezing. It's important. You alright? What happened, bro? Hey. It's Teddy. They get their little sneezes and they just keep doing it. Hello from Arkansas. Well, there you go. Or you can call it Arkansas, either way. Hey everybody, welcome everybody in tonight. I'm in a weird mood tonight. We had a good show at work. I'm getting more comfortable with my new job there. Sitting in the room with Trey now. I'm gonna get a video so you guys can see what it looks like from home, but I haven't been able to get that yet. All right. Yep. So what do we got going on tonight? Well, I'm going to tell you, it's been a fairly slow news day. When we went in tonight to do show prep, Trey had like two things. I'm like, wow. He goes, yeah, it's a slow news day. And then the phones didn't work. So him and I just kind of filled time. We just talked about whatever. That's actually when we do our best shows, to be honest. Let's see here. Who's down there? The little kitty hasn't left my room since the show last night. That cat, I try to bring him out. He struggles. He fights. He doesn't want to leave the bedroom. So I don't know how I'm going to show his feral mother outside that he's still alive. He's not. He's been off the tit for a month or two, and I don't think she really cares much anymore. But this cat's living in here constantly. I don't know what to do. I guess just I wanted to tame it, and it worked. So I guess we're okay there. It's very tame now. It sleeps with Daddy Kitty. It's over there sleeping with Daddy Kitty right now. Daddy Kitty is still on the mend. I happen to think that Daddy Kitty is probably got about a 50-50 chance right now. He's not putting any weight back on, but yet he's looking a little better, and he's rallying a little bit, and he's up and around and eating and doing stuff, but he's just very poor. He needs to get some weight back on. He's lost all his muscle mass, and he's lost all his weight, and so he looks like almost like an emaciated cat, but he seems like, he's acting okay. So whatever it was, he's kind of gotten over it, but now we got to get his health back. So he may or may not make it, but we're praying for him. So keep him in your thoughts, my Daddy Kitty. He's laying over there. He's a good cat. All right. He's probably 12 or 13 years old. He's been around a little while. Never call Arkansas Arkansas. They hate that. Well, maybe they shouldn't spell it that way. I mean, just a thought. Just saying. All right. So, let's see here. Ticking clock. Here we go again. I got to tell you guys, I'm exacerbated with this whole Iraq war thing. I really think Trump kind of messed up here. Probably. I know he felt like he had to do it, and maybe he did have to do it. I'm not second-guessing him because I don't have all the information. But I'm just concerned that this was a mistake to go in there at this time. Because now we're coming into the midterms with this big shitstorm going on. He also promised no new foreign wars. That's a problem. I'm okay with it because I understand the justification, but not everybody is okay with it, and that's a problem. Yeah. Well, yeah, I try to keep you updated on the kitty cats. Everybody else is all right. I've got Ted and Ed and Littles and that new one, Spock or Leonard or whatever we're going to call him, and Daddy Kitty, all in here with me now. Arkansas. It's like boot edge edge. That's how they taught Trump how to say Buttigieg. It's like China. Boot edge edge. Boot edge edge. Yes, Bill, I'm with you. I'm with you. And I'm a huge Trump guy. You know that. I'm a Trumper. I'll admit it. I don't care. I'm a MAGA guy. I got 3 red hats. I don't wear them out because I like my face. But the point is, and down here you can get away with it without getting punched. But you go to some places, you'll get your ass kicked. But no, I love Trump to death. I think he's the best president we've ever had. He's right up there with Lincoln and Reagan. But that being said, I'm very concerned about this particular course of action, and that's all I'm saying. Look, I can be your best friend and still tell you I'm not happy with what you're doing. That doesn't affect our friendship. And it's the same thing with your president. I can say, not real happy with the way Trump's handling this. That doesn't mean I don't like Trump. I'm just not happy with the way he's handling something. I think he's handling the other 26 million other things okay. But yeah, this one very important thing here, I'm not real happy. I don't want to end up on the wrong side of history here with this midterm election. I think the Senate looks like we'll hold the Senate. As long as we can hold the Senate and nothing catastrophic happens, then at least they can't perp walk him out of the White House, because they have to have Senate approval in order to impeach. Arkansas. I like Arkansarian, but that's I guess that's too fancy. We'll call them Arkansasiers. All right, there you go. Everybody's always got to have like a term like that. Like, I'm from Florida, so I'm a Floridian, or I'm from overseas. I'm overseas. I'm an American. There's always that way to say the other country, and I don't always know them all. So sometimes it's like, well, it's because it's like, if you're from gutter, is it a guttarian? If you're from Israel, you're an Israeli. But I don't remember them all for every single country. So sometimes I just make them up. It's more fun that way anyway. All right, so anyway, what's going on right now? U.S. reportedly gives Iran Saturday deadline to renounce Strait of Hormuz attacks. They're not going to do that. This is another delay. But what Trump's doing, mark my words, smart man, what he's doing is he's getting everything in place. He knows they're going to violate this on Saturday. He needs to get everything in place, and he needs to just wipe the shit out. Florizoan. Yeah, I like that. I would rather be a Florizoan than a Floridian. Yeah. All right, yeah, give us a like, guys. We're doing a little drive for likes this month. We're trying to drive our algorithms. The Trump administration has given Iran until Saturday to publicly commit to ending attacks on commercial shipping in the Strait of Hormuz. Why do you need days and days for someone to stop doing something they're not supposed to be doing anyway? This is all just a stall tactic. So while they're using it to rearm, we'll use it to rearm. Whatever. Yeah, I mean, Moorhead, I hate to do that. I hate to attack civilian infrastructure. I really, really do. Bridges and power plants and water plants. I mean, I almost think he needs to attack around the water plants. I mean, that's almost like a Geneva Convention thing there. These people live in a desert. But anyway, this is why this can backfire quickly. And I'm not sure what the deal, I'm not sure what we should do. But I know it can't go on like this. It can't. We can blockade them, sanction the shit out of them or whatever, and then let it slide till next year. We should have waited till December and went in. We should have wished them a Merry Christmas. But instead, we're doing it now, right before the midterms. I question the logic on the timing. By the way, the upper left window is a protest that's going on. The upper center is Old Faithful, and the upper right is another liberal success story. Each night on the show this week, we have been featuring another place where liberals have had wonderful success. A place where people sleep on hypodermic needles on the side of the road. What the hell am I hearing? I miss my studio, guys. I mean, this is my bedroom. It's not a big deal, but still, I miss my studio. Yes, it just works unless they have their own. Yeah, I guess you're right there. I don't like attacking power plants either. But Teddy, what's wrong? He literally just came out of the bathroom and closed the door on his brother so he couldn't get out. They're literally playing with the door. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I just know we've got to get this thing over with. We got to end it. We got to get it done. If apparently what's going on is if they don't make a public comment denouncing what they've done and saying they're not going to do any more, then apparently Saturday night's not going to be a good night. They're going to get to experience some Saturday Night Live, if you know what I mean. And it's not going to be good for them. So they need to figure out what they're doing here. And the problem is we're dealing with a regime over there, but it's not necessarily the regime that's in power. I think we've got groups of people there that are saying that they're now in charge of Iran. And then we got other groups of people that still have control of military assets that say they're still in charge of Iran. And so every time the one group goes and says, hey, we've got a peace deal with America, we're going to start working with President Trump, we're going to meet in Qatar, whatever we're going to do, we're going to meet in Saudi Arabia. Whenever they do all these bullshit things that they do, I think that the other half of Iran, which is being led by different people, then go attack ships to show people that, hey, this other group of people's not answering for us. They're not talking for us. And I really think that's what's going on. And that's why we're getting all this duplicitous bullshit that, quite frankly, is making Trump look bad. Not happy with that. He needs to protect, you know, the whole thing. I don't know. I'm not happy with that. Moorhead, I think that's part of it, but God, we've got a hand in this. I don't want to stay in it, though. I don't know. It's kind of hard to, to start something like this and then pull out and say, hey, fix that shit, you guys. But then it's also not good that all these other countries aren't backing us and helping us like they should be. Many of them are. Many of them are not. So, I'm not too happy with that. The U.S. ceasefire 2 days ago. The U.S. ceased a 2-day retaliatory bombing campaign in Iran after striking roughly 170 Iranian military targets following Iranian attacks on commercial vessels in the Strait of Hormuz. You notice nobody cares about the gays of Hormuz. It's only the Straits of Hormuz. We did that whole bit again on the radio tonight, and it is freaking hilarious. They actually went to a college campus and put a mic in these people's face and says, do you think it's fair how all they talk about's the Straits of Hormuz and they never talk about the gays of Hormuz? And every one of these liberals is like, yeah, that's a bunch of shit, man. The gays from Hormuz, they are just as important as the Straits of Hormuz. Like, oh my God. It's just senseless bullshit. We played another clip we have today, just these liberals that they don't know the answer to basic questions like what country do we come from in the United States? Europe? It's crazy. I mean, stuff like that. They're like, what is the war called when we left England? World War One? Yeah, public schools, man. Freaking public schools, man. I'm telling you. These kids don't know anything. You want to screw them up? Walk up to a 21-year-old on a college campus and say, so if the Earth circles the sun, what is the moon circle? And you can really mess them up with that. Yes, well, that's the funny part, because one of the questions was, what country is the Great Wall of China in? And 8 out of 10 of them got it wrong. It's in the effing question. Oh my God. It's literally in the question. Yeah, Russia's doing their thing. I wish that man would put on a shirt, get off the horse, and frickin' do something right. But he's not going to. I wonder if the Straits of Hormuz allow the gays of Hormuz to have a parade there. Do you think they do? You know what? I don't have my MM2I LS2 LGBTQIA2SL++. I think I got it. I think I messed the end up a little bit. Oh God, we used to do that at the fire station. We would send them up for 6 spark plugs for a Detroit Diesel 92, and we would send them up for 2 gallons of premium diesel, premium blinker fluid, and we'd send them for 2 muffler bearings. We had a whole list, and then when the rookie would take the service truck and drive over there, we knew all these people at the auto parts store, and they would send them to all the different auto parts stores looking for muffler bearings, blinker fluid, spark plugs for the diesels. Oh, and we would send them for a 13/16 socket. No, we had a whole list of things. And then we'd get mean and we'd send them to the Chinese restaurant, and one of the orders was a quart of cream of some young guy. You go away now. You not funny. You not funny, round eye. Go. We used to have so much, dude, we hazed a lot at the fire station, but it's not like college. We never touched anybody. You know, we never drug them out by their ankles or any of that. I mean, not mostly. It was short sheeting beds. We used to take an IV bottle, Ringer's lactate, right? And we would take the end of it and we cut the end off, and we would put it up underneath their bed sheet, above the plastic, underneath the protector, and underneath their bed sheet. We would feed it up under there about the middle of the mattress, and then we would run it down and we would throw the bag up underneath the mattress. And so that when they laid down, it would put pressure on it. We'd KVO the restrictor on it, and we would make it to where it would only drip once he laid on the bed and created pressure within the bag. And then we'd do a fake call about 3 o'clock in the morning. Make the alarms go off, the lights would come on, and they would wake up and they're wet from their tits to their knees. And we're like, oh, you incontinent bastard. You can't sleep here no more because you're incontinent. We'd get about 2 hours of fun out of that. Oh, God. Oh, hey, Daddy came up to see us. Oh, you all right, buddy? Did you hurt yourself? My goodness, you big man. This poor cat, guys, this cat had a stroke about 6 months ago and then kind of got really sick here in his... What are you doing? Buddy, are you okay? You okay? You're okay. It's all right. Oh, one of the funniest, and it's sad, but it's funny, was that time that that Korean airliner bumped going in. Remember, it came down too low and it bumped going in, and a bunch of people died and everything. And there was a news station that actually they put something in there as a placeholder. See, when you're building a graphic, if you don't have the info yet, you still build the graphic, and then you just put something in there to fill the space. I like to use stars or something so that it doesn't like get mixed up with something that's air ready. You know what I mean? Well, anyway, somebody had made up funny names for these pilots, and it was hilarious. Yes, you remember that, Fraser. The pilots' names were Captain Something Wong, and First Officer Wee Tu Wo, And then there was the engineer, Ding Bang Bow. I'm sorry. It's not funny, but it's hilarious. If there's anybody from South Asia out there, I'm sorry. We're just having fun. Oh my God. Oh. We too low. Something Wong. Oh my God. That's so funny. I probably could find that and play it. Let me see. Let me see. I bet you I can find it. Oh my God.
Coroner is still trying to determine the cause of death and whether she was already dead when the truck hit her. We have new information now also on the plane crash. KTVU has just learned the names of the 4 pilots who were on board the flight. They are Captain Sum Ting Wong, Wee Tu Lo, Ho Lee Fook, and Bang Ding Ao. The NTSB has confirmed these are the names of the pilots on board Flight 214 when it crashed. We are working to determine exactly what roles each of them played during the landing on Saturday.
Could you guys hear that? It's not locked into the audio. I should do it one more time. That is so freaking funny right there. That has to be one of the funniest like screw ups ever. I mean, I bet you this woman never lived it down. And it's not her fault. It's her graphics person. Oh, Daddy, we're causing problems with keyboards here. I'm sure it was her graphics person that did it, but who knows? Let's see. Is this gonna? Okay, there we go. And then let's do that, and then let's do this, and then let's do this. There's so many things to do. Yeah. What's wrong, Daddy? You hanging in there? He's a tough old cat. I don't know. When their little body gives out, though, their little body gives out. There's not much you can do about it, you know? So, I'm just gonna... I do what I do with cats, and that's I keep them as long as the Lord lets me keep them. And then when it's their time, I take them and pay money to have someone kill my cat. Sorry, guys. It takes a while to line up these screens and stuff. All right, here we go.
Coroner is still trying to determine the cause of death and whether she was already dead when the truck hit her. We have new information now also on the plane crash. KTVU has just learned the names of the 4 pilots who were on board the flight. They are Captain Sum Ting Wong, Wee Tu Lo, Ho Lee Fook, and Bang Ding Ao. The NTSB has confirmed these are the names of the pilots on board Flight 214 when it crashed. We are working to determine exactly what roles each of them played during the landing on Saturday. Investigators will be...
God, that's just so funny. That's funny. Moorhead, I've got a thing. I put my cats down with dignity. I hold them in my arms. Okay? I cry the whole time. I just blubber like a freak. I love my cats. And so the whole process of going and paying someone else to kill my cat, I just hate the process. Not that I could do it myself, but I don't know. I hate the process. I love vets. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I love my vet. She's great, but I just hate the whole process. They take them out and they put I can't go through it right now. They put the little thing in their arm, little hip lock, and then they bring them back in, and I hold them as they do it. I literally hold them in my arms with them looking up at me. And then I always pay the extra to have them sedated first. every now and then they'll go into a seizure. And so I had that happen to a dog one time with a friend of mine. And so ever since then, I pay a little extra and I have them sedated, make sure that they're sedated so that it's a very smooth process for them. I don't want them to be scared during the process or anything. So, yeah, we try not to ever ban anybody. But every now and then we have to. And, you know, these guys do a good job figuring it out. You know, if they start with heavy racial slurs or start threatening people just because of who they are and that kind of stuff, we do have to do it every now and then. But we don't ban people that often, thank God. We don't have to. If you notice, many people have been here for a while. You know, the people that are all in here, I know everybody in here. It's, you know, been here for a long time, so that's cool. All right, so that's what we got going on. I'm hoping that this whole war ends pretty soon. He needs to move on with this. Former Obama press aide now accused of stealing cash.
You're on the cover of Time magazine or Newsweek back then.
Shut up, Milhouse. Former Obama press aide accused of stealing cash, credit cards from Minneapolis co-workers to buy kratom. He got hooked on kratom. I'm not even 100% sure I'm saying that right. I think they sell it at the head shop. Anyway, the $186K a year Minneapolis communications officer was fired July 1st as Hennepin County prosecutors are reviewing the case of theft. A former deputy press secretary for Barack Milhouse Hussein Obama administration was fired from his Minneapolis city job last week after allegedly stealing cash and credit cards from city employees to purchase an herbal supplement that they've now confirmed is kratom, which is used. Buddy, you can't come up here right now. I'm doing the frickin' news. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, big man? This is my Ed. My Eddie. What you doing, Ed? All right, I give you some loving while everybody waits for the news. There you go. Okay. It's okay, Daddy. All right. Yeah, it's okay. All right. Adam Fletcher, 42, who served as a communications officer for the city for a year before he was terminated, he was making, guys, this asshole was making literally like almost $200,000 a year, and he couldn't afford his kratom herbal habit. What do you do with all that? Do you shove it somewhere? I wasn't yelling at you, Daddy. I'm sorry. Daddy Kitty is a little sensitive to loud voices. Where are they shoving this? What do you do with it? Do you smoke it? Do you drink it? Do you snort it? What do you do with it? The Hennepin County... Hey, stop with the mic. The Hennepin County's in... This is tough with 6 cats in here. The Hennepin County Attorney's Office has received the case from authorities and is reviewing it now. A spokesperson told Fox News Digital has also, and they have reached out again to Fletcher's attorney and the Hennepin County Attorney's Office. No further comment. These people don't feel like they answer to us. Remember, have you ever wondered why anytime we ask government anything, they have no comment? Don't they work for us? I know I say this about every night, but God bless it, it's the truth. They work for us. When we ask a question from the media, or we ask a question from ourselves, or we do a public information request, these bastards need to be open and transparent. Oh, you about fell, didn't you? You guys need to all cut it out. You're pissing my audience off. All right, not to mention me. Fletcher was captured on surveillance cameras at a Minneapolis smoke shop purchasing, I said that, kratom, which is used to treat opioid withdrawal symptoms but carries its own risk of addiction. Come here, little guy. Look at this. My little guy. Is my little guy. Hi, Leonard. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? He's such a cute little cat. I just can't get over it. I've taken him in. He's one of my special ones now. Other than Mama Kitty, I've got pretty much all my ones in here. I still have Tony and the ravishing Miss Ziva Lynn or Miss Shadow Lynn out there. But other than that, that's all my cats. I got a few ferals I feed too. What are you doing? We had people that were breeding Siamese cats down the street, and they got arrested and they left and whatever. And our neighborhood's full of Siamese cats. This one's father, obviously a Siamese cat. The mama's a black cat, but the Siamese, that Siamese seems to be a dominant trait. Yeah, the cat owns me now. You're right. Yeah, this is an amazing little kitty. I'm keeping this one. This is my little boy now. Isn't that right? Yep. He wants to change his status from outdoor to indoor. This time of year, they all want to be indoor cats. And in the wintertime, they don't give a shit about the inside. It's so hot down here every freaking day. Today, I want to tell you guys a quick local thing that happened today. I was at work, and we had probably the worst thunderstorm I've seen in 18 months. I don't even remember one this strong last year. That's how strong this was. What are you doing? You crazy. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to see any of this, but it was absolutely, I don't think you'll be able to see this, but probably not. Anyway, I wish this would just upload, but it won't. Oh well. Anyway, it was crazy storm. Craziest probably, would you guys please cut it out? Damn it. It was the craziest storm I've seen in probably 18 months. It was absolutely nuts. We had 45-mile-an-hour wind gusts at the station on the anemometer. 45 plus. I don't know. I didn't check the final. And then we also had no hail and no tornadoes spotted. But it was a very, very strong thunderstorm. And lightning, thunder, and heavy cow piston on a flat rock type rain for 1 hour and 15 minutes at my work in Gateway. Yes, big time. Now, we get storms down here. Don't get me wrong. We get some pretty good ones. I've already seen the roads flooded earlier in the year down by my work in Gateway. So, you know, it's not that we haven't had bad storms. This one had a wind component I haven't seen in a while. A lot of lightning, but the wind was incredible. 40, 45-mile-an-hour wind gusts over gale force. So, yeah, I mean, that was crazy. What do you think? Was it that bad when it got here? I turned on my cameras here and watched it come through here, too. Oh, boy. Seriously, you guys? All right, this one, this was a story sent in by, was it Deploribus? Yeah. Deploribus Unum. Let's see what this is. This is some stupid shit going on. It's great how there's always enough stupid shit to go around. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Here we go. ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Right now, we are looking at obviously.
Oh, give me a break. And now the audio's not locked in again. Son of a bitch. I hate Bill Gates in Windows 11. I just want to put that back on the record. Windows 11, you suck an asshole. All right. Let me put that on to sign it to cable A. I had to actually install software in my computer so that it could handle it. It could actually have like an internal patch cable, basically. That's how stupid. All right, I got, as usual, I have to line this all up. There we go. So let's line that up and let's play.
Container in the vehicle, so that's being sent up to Hillcrest for review. We're still working with Waymo to see what they want to do about potentially. Right now, we are looking at obviously having an open container in the vehicle, so that's being sent up to Hillcrest for review. We're still working with Waymo to see what they want to do about potentially firing outside of, you know, a moving vehicle and what that actually looks like. But as of right now, they weren't placed under arrest. They were released to their parents while our investigation continues.
Two 15-year-olds accused of a drunken joyride in a driverless taxi, drinking alcohol and shooting a pellet gun out of the car on the peninsula. But it was the quick action of the Waymo operators that got police to the scene. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Dan Ashley.
And I'm J.R. Stone. It happened yesterday afternoon in San Mateo.
ABC 7 Eyewitness News reporter Suzanne Fawn talked with officers today. She's live to explain how Waymo employees helped deliver the teenagers to the police. Suzanne?
So Dan, JR, some quick thinking and quick communication between Waymo and the San Mateo Police Department put an end to that joyride. The DA is now deciding whether those teens involved will face any charges, including underage drinking. This is what San Mateo police found inside a Waymo Monday afternoon, along with two teenage boys. Officers say the boys were drinking and they were messing around with a toy gun that appears to have been painted over. They say the teens were firing gel-based pellets known as Orbeez, which are similar to paintballs.
About 2:10, we got a call from a Waymo rep stating that there were two people in their vehicle and they saw them shooting out of the vehicle. And then they also described the passengers as maybe being intoxicated as well.
There are a number of cameras inside Waymo vehicles, but the company says it only accesses the live video in urgent circumstances. Police tell us in this case, there was someone watching, monitoring what was happening in real time. Waymo gave police a play-by-play.
I'm not sure what led to them learning about what was going on in their vehicle, but once they had the information, they did contact us immediately, told us what they saw, told us where the vehicle was, and then they were actually able to disable the vehicle for us.
The Waymo pulled over at 20th Avenue and El Camino Real in San Mateo.
They did say they were able to disable the vehicle and used a ruse just to tell the passengers, oh, the car's having trouble, so that we could set up and get into position.
When police arrived, they treated it as a high-risk traffic stop.
Oh, of course,
Some
they always
responded
do.
with stun guns and a police dog. Police say the teens cooperated with authorities and that
They
no
either
one was
don't
hurt
react or
and
they
applaud
overreact. That
Waymo
seems to be the
operations
MO
for
nowadays.
reaching out.
And they were right in calling us and letting us figure it out.
I think that's dangerous.
Parent Gina Garces says the teens made a bad choice, firing a toy gun from a moving car. She's
It is
surprised
frickin'
about what
stupid.
Waymo authorities did, but glad they acted quickly.
I like what the Waymo was doing and being protective.
And police say even toy guns can hurt someone. We reached out to Waymo for comment, but haven't heard back. We're live in San Mateo. Suzanne Fawn, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Yeah, so there you go, guys. So, I mean, you know, the bottom line is be careful with your toy guns. Don't be waving them around. You could accidentally shoot some... Oh, shit. You could accidentally shoot somebody with your toy gun. Don't do that. Woo! What else we got going on? Yeah, the liberal corner is active. I want to bring your attention to the upper right of the screen where we highlight liberal success stories. And it's really important to, at least I think it's important to highlight all of the liberal success stories that there are around the country, because there's a lot of them. And for people that don't understand that the liberals are doing good out there, just look at all the homelessness and look at all the the hypodermic needles laying on the ground. Look at all the bullshit, guys. And yeah, it's bad. And so, yeah, I like to bring it to your attention, so all week long, we've been doing this, and it's important to bring attention to this. So thank you, everybody, for tolerating us as we bring attention to this very, very important thing. Which brings me to this half hour's sponsor. This half hour is sponsored by LibBlock. LibBlock is a special condom that's specially designed to prevent you from impregnating a liberal. LibBlock will actually stop sperm that's about to impregnate liberal eggs. And so it works really well. You should buy some. And by the makers of Trumpanol, the #1 brand for the treatment of Trump derangement syndrome. That's right, because the last thing you want is little liberals running around with your last name. Get LibBlock today and prevent those little bastards from ever living. Trumpanol, the #1 treatment for Trump derangement syndrome. Get some today. It is quiet today, Moorhead. This is not a big news day. This is it's a slow cycle day. It is one of those things. This happens from time to time. But we're going through the news. I got a few more here. So they say that ICE shouldn't be arresting all people and all this. Well, ICE did a little thing that they did this week. They did a sweep of this area, and of course they found someone who's been convicted of attempted murder out living on their own. An illegal. They also found an illegal that has been. They were looking for him for rape charges and child sex crime perpetrators, all wound up in this sting that they did when they cracked down in this area. Now, I know some people aren't happy with the way they're doing things, but guys, they're really going after the worst of the worst right now, and I really believe that. And when they go into these areas that are pretty bad, they end up coming out with a lot of people that have committed crimes one way or another. So anyway, that's what that is. And so, good for them. I do support what they're doing. I want them to get all these illegals and get them out of my country. And if they round them up and they forcibly leave, they're not allowed to come back. If they take the deal and leave, or if they leave on their own, if they self-deport, what the hell is that? God, I wish that would stop. That it's a reminder for me. Oh, okay, great. It's gonna make me go all the way and do it the hard way. Jesus God, what a mess. Why would it not just, when I hit silent, wouldn't that be enough? Anyway, all right. Yeah, I have all 4 shows and 3 podcasts to produce tonight before I can go to bed. I've got an hour and a half worth of work to do before I can go to bed. No, it wasn't that. It certainly wasn't the phaser, no. And be like, oh, it's a phaser on overload. Let's see here. Yeah, I know. It takes all night just for the AC to catch up. It's still like 78, 79 in here. And with me and all the cats and all the computers and everything running, it'll stay 76, 77 in here. And then once I shut everything down and lay down and the night gets cooler outside, it will come on down to 72, which is where I have it set. It sucks. It loses ground every day. Victor, thank you for that gift membership. Watch Your Woman. You just got a free gift membership from Victor. Victor is one of my oldest supporters here. Not oldest age-wise, but he's been here longer than most of my supporters, or if not all of them. So there you go. Thank you for being here, Victor. I really appreciate that, and thanks for that gift membership. Yeah, it stays hot here. It absolutely stays hot here during the summer. I hate it, but there's not much you can do about it. It is what it is. All right, so what do we got here? What's next in the battle to save women's sports after the SCOTUS ruling? You guys noted SCOTUS,
The hardest moment was the
or as some people call them, the Supreme Court of the United States of America. Anyway, SCOTUS ruled, and here's the problem. Washington athletes warn of sexual abuse risks from allowing males in girls' sports. This is the next round of this. We've already got the SCOTUS ruling, but there's still states doing this. There's still states doing this. So for millions of women and girls across the country, the Supreme Court's ruling on trans athletes has changed nothing. There are still 23 states that don't have laws keeping biological males out of women's sports. And 19 of those states have policies that actively allow it. Washington State is, of course, one of those. No matter what the ruling of the Supreme Court was, nothing has changed Washington high school athlete told Fox News Digital. It's just really frustrating to be a part of such a movement that isn't getting any relief like these two girls have. Her junior year, she said her soccer club team played against a biological male goalkeeper during a showcase tournament in Las Vegas. I was a forward. Wasn't a great matchup. Knowing that I didn't have the physical ability to beat this man was so frustrating. Then during the senior year, she said she had to run against a male athlete in the 400 meter. The 400 meter race is already such a mental game as it is, she said, knowing that no matter what I trained for, no matter what time I ran, I would always lose. It was so frustrating. And knowing that this could possibly happen to my little sister, it was making me really want to stand up for it. But Hoffer, the woman I'm speaking of, also warned in an issue that goes beyond just medals and podiums after a fellow female athlete in her state was allegedly sexually assaulted by a trans competitor during a wrestling match early last year. How do we have men and women wrestling each other? There's another case that just recently happened with a girl named Kelly. She is a wrestler in Washington State. She was sexually assaulted. Just case after case after case. Fox News Digital previously reported that a Washington family filed a lawsuit alleging their daughter was sexually assaulted by a biological male as well at a girls' wrestling match. Kristen Wagoner, CEO, president of Chief Counsel of Alliance Defending Freedom, which is leading the lawsuit, said the Washington case shows why the debate over girls' sports is not limited to trophies and medals and scholarships. It's also linked to sexual assault. It's also linked to boys doing this so they can be in rooms with naked girls. Okay? Look, I'm a boy. I know what it's like. I'm a guy, okay? When I was in high school, we loved looking at naked girls. Who doesn't? I think I still do, you know? And the point is that's the way guys are. So I question this. This is why we don't allow men in women's bathrooms, because they have no business looking at them. And this is important. If my daughter had to go through this, I would pull her out of the school. The moment a transgender was in her locker room, I would pull her out of the school. Done. Yeah, it's hard to trust just about anything that comes out of China, because it's all their news production in China is all driven by the dictator there. Nothing gets reported unless it's approved by his press office. And it's not free press, not even close. And so you just have to be suspect of anything that comes out. What's up, Nidos? Littles. Anyway, I don't need to go through this whole thing. I think it's important, though, that we just keep a reminder on this. Women's sports is under attack, just like our country and our capitalism is under attack by communists. I don't mean to overstate it, but I think I'm not overstating it. I think this is what it is. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. That's what we got on that one. The next one here. We're listening out for weather tonight. We've got a couple of spots that we're watching, but it has not been that busy. So let's take a quick peek. I remember it no longer goes off just for regular thunderstorm warnings. So that's why we're really not hearing many alerts tonight at all. I really haven't heard much of anything. We do have a few severe thunderstorm warnings down here, but they're the only time we hear the severe thunderstorm warnings now is if they put a PDF on there, a particularly dangerous situation, PDS. And that's pretty much it. St. Louis just got their ass handed to them, dude. St. Louis, Missouri, just got their ass handed to them. And it's all moving out now. Oh, look at all this 3D bullshit. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, St. Louis, this all just came right through St. Louis and is continuing to progress to the east at a fairly good clip. Terre Haute's coming up. Springfield's going to get some of it. There's a pretty bad cell back in the back here that may make it as far as Springfield overnight tonight. But yeah, this is the main system we're looking at. Let's go to composite and take a look around the country. This is pretty much all we have around the country right now. Just some scattered rain around. There's a few warnings with dispatch down here. This is going to be coming into the Texas Panhandle out of New Mexico. And you can see there that this is coming in fairly good. But there is 2 severe thunderstorm warnings associated with this. So let's go ahead and look at this on the local radar real quick. See, it doesn't look all that impressive, except that's a weird feature right there. Let's take a look at that on the radio velocity. Oh, you know, I need a second opinion on that. That's a weird, that is so bizarre right there. I think this might be something right here. I would be a little nervous about this elbow right here. And that's going to go right near Amarillo, Texas. It's going to pass off, I think, to your north. But you are going to get some of this more severe weather down here. All right, so that's the other area of concern. And that's about it. We also have some areas out in the Pacific. Damn it, I got to get used to this new feature. We've got some areas down here in the Pacific where tropical development is, in some cases, as much as here, it's likely in 7 days, an 80% chance of tropical development. During El Nino years like we're in now, this is a strong one too, by the way. And guess what? When this happens, the Pacific gets all the hurricanes and the Atlantic doesn't. There's still a chance we'll get a few. But this is going to be an Atlantic hurricane season, a Pacific hurricane season more than an Atlantic one this year. All right, so there you go. Here's our outlook. You can see our two, looks like a big angry face or something. Yeah, this is, these 2 yellow areas are the risk tonight, 2 out of 5, 2 out of 5. That's not too bad. That means there's like a 50% chance, or I'm sorry, it's something, I don't know, of severe weather within 100 miles of your house or some shit. I forget how they do that. But anyway, the point is the only thing we really have going that's really bad is this one right here. This particular one here, let me pull up the local radar. Is there a local radar? Let's see, this one here, this one is a, this is an observed right here going through Poplar Bluff. and that's going to be in southeastern Missouri. And this is a pretty nasty little thunderstorm here coming through. And they have put the observed status on it, 0.75, so 3/4 of an inch hail, so like dime size hail, maybe a little bigger, maybe nickel size hail, and also 60-mile-an-hour wind has been observed at a weather station. So that's a confirmed wind gust to 60 miles an hour. So that one's coming in there. All right, so that's what we got going on with weather. Let's see what else we got going on in your neck of the woods. All right, come on, name the guy now. Yeah, we actually, some more information has come out on the second season of Starfleet Academy, which, as you know, the first season of Starfleet Academy won the award for the gayest space shit ever. And apparently now we're getting word that this next season is going to max gay. They're going to super max gay. Super duper tubular extra max gay. Yeah, what the hell? So yeah, I can't believe this, but it's true. They're actually going gayer. I don't know how you can go gayer. Everybody in the show's gay. What do you do to make it gayer? They've even got gay guys cheating on other gay guys with other gay guys that are of 3 different races. I really don't have a problem with either. It's just, why is it in my face all the time? So anyway, they got a puppet episode. I mean, it was bad enough they had a musical. It was bad enough they had all this other stuff. They've had some really bad episodes of this new Kurtzman Trek. I know I just mixed it all up a little bit there, but it's all Kurtzman Trek. The Starfleet Academy, none of it's worth watching. None of it. None of it is worth watching. However, just when you think it can't get any worse, that season 2 is going to drop. I'm trying to debate right now. I'm getting that up. I'm trying to debate right now if I'm even going to watch this shit, because I don't want to watch it. But yet, if I watch it, I also don't feel like I can make fun of it unless I watch it. So I need to watch it and do an earnest review. I'm thinking about doing a review on each one and just going crazy about how absolutely tarded woke that it is. Yeah, this is a typical upright thingy here, so give me just a second to see if I can get it to where you can at least see what the hell's going on. I wish people would not use this upright format. It is terrible. Terrible. There's just no reason for it. All right, that's in the middle there, up top center. That is going to be Portland, Oregon protest. Upper left is going to be Kingsland. Or, no. Upper left is going to be Newark, New Jersey. My God, my brain is just mush. Yuck. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, so they're actually, they're doubling down on the gay. It's going to be like double gay, double sweet. Something. That's how Miles O'Brien orders his coffee. What did he say? Double sweet, double cream. I forget what he says. But that's what it reminded me of anyway. All right, so there you go. There's your different scenes right there. And your liberal success stories up in the right. All those heroin addicts that are standing upright, but yet they're dead. Those people right there. Yeah, brought to you by liberals. All right, brought to you by liberals. As you know, liberals love making people poor and homeless, because they want to make you depend on the system for every little thing. Look at that. That's not a bird standing there. That's a human. That's a human. That's a human liberal success story right there, you guys. This woman probably hooked on phonics, can't get no help, Why not? Because she's like this because the liberals have enabled her for way too long. They give her everything she wants. She can get anything she needs. The Christians stop by and give her food, and that's not a negative thing. I'm not saying anything bad about that. Because, you know, as much as I think you're enabling them, I also get where you're coming from, and I agree with it. We don't want people to go hungry. I feed every cat that walks up to this house. I'm feeding a possum and 2 big king frogs right now. I feed whatever shows up hungry. Maybe she lost a contact lens. Did she find it? I don't know. But I just say, hey, anytime you see homeless around, thank a liberal. Double strong, double sweet. That's what he used to say. Thank you. Incognita, I'm so glad there's Trekkies in here. I am so glad there's Trekkies in here. You have no idea. I would do my whole thing on Star Trek if I could do it. But I wouldn't get anybody watching because it's such a deep... that topic has so many people broadcasting about it, I would never get an audience. But anyway, Miles O'Brien, double strong, double sweet. That's what he used to say. By the way, Miles O'Brien, probably one of my favorite all-time characters. Just like Montgomery Scott, one of my all-time... It's always the engineers. I love the engineers. I even like Belana Torres, and she's a bitch. So there you go. And when I say bitch, I don't mean like she's a woman. I mean she's a bitch. I like Geordi. I liked all the engineers. I like Trip from Enterprise. I really like Trip. I've always had this thing about the engineers. I like the engineers. Some of my favorite characters over the years was Nichelle Nichols. I always loved that woman. I thought she was beautiful. That woman taught me that black women are just beautiful. They're awesome. They're amazing. I think she did so much in that, and she was such a positive thing, her being in that. And I love her. She's one of my favorites. Her and Scotty are my 2 favorites from the original, of course, and then Kirk, Spock, and Bones. And then, of course, you get into the other ones. I wasn't much on Counselor Troy, but I loved Gates McFadden as the Doctor. I thought she was great as the Doctor. Let's see, who else? I love Deep Space Nine's cast. The Doctor's pretty good, but I really like Kira Nerys, the Bajoran First Officer, and I love Avery Brooks. He brought it every day to that part. He really did. Anyway, so yeah, there's so many great people in Star Trek, so many great characters out there. I just love them all. But yeah, O'Brien's one of my favorites, and that's why I remember that. Double strong, double sweet. Okay, so because that's how I would probably order it too if I had to get up early in the morning. Give me coffee, double strong, double sweet. And with me, it would be extra cream. Because the last thing I want is my coffee to actually taste like coffee. Because I don't like it. But it gets me where I need to be. All right, so there you go, guys. Listen, let's see what else we got going on here, and we'll get things going here. It's 10:20 hours on the East Coast, 7:20 on the left coast behind enemy lines. I'd like to welcome everybody again to the show tonight. This is the Sights and Sounds of Earth. My name is Ian, broadcasting live from inside my home near my studio. My air conditioning is out on the bridge, and so we are down here in the auxiliary control room doing the show off-site, basically. My shed's out there. It's about 92 degrees in there. You guys, for those that don't know, I bought a 12 by 14 shed, and it's a hurricane rated, Metro Dade hurricane rated shed. I had it drop behind my house with the big things that go down in the ground, and set it all up, wired it all up, did everything myself, dried it in, insulated it, painted the entire thing black inside. And over the course of 5 years, I've made it into a really cool TV studio out there. However, the big air conditioner went out, and I can't afford to buy another one this week. So we're just going to let it slide for a little while and see what happens. So what I do is we're going to be doing the show in here in auxiliary control. The good news is my laptop can do everything that my regular computer can do for the most part. So I'm able to still do the same kind of composite shows. I did the 4th of July show. We had 9 screens up. Well, 10 video feeds up because mine was split in half. So 10 video feeds up for 7 hours. And this laptop did a pretty good job. So, yeah, I can't wait to get back in my studio, but I'm not going to go try some cheap solution like like one of these little portable units or something. Those things are very bad on electricity, and they don't really get you where you need to be because there's so much air exchange. What I need is a mini split. And a mini split would be about 1/4 of the noise that you guys hear all the time. Notice when I'm in here, there's not quite as much fan noise in the background. There's still some. I got my box fan on low, and I got the air conditioner is running, but it's just a lot quieter in here. If I put a mini split out there, and I put it on the opposite end of the building up high, that mini split will keep that place just as cool as I'm able to keep it now, and it'll be about 1/4 or 1/5 of the noise. You will not hear it over the mic anymore. So hopefully that's going to be good. All right, guys, let's see what else is going on here. It's 10:30, coming up on 10:30. Let's see if we got anything here. All right, as far as space weather, we do have a geomagnetic storm watch that's in progress right now. However, not a bad one. It's just going to be a G1 class geomagnetic storm. G1 class storms generally only affect Canada and the northern parts of Alaska. And so probably nothing for any of you guys to see, but just letting you know that we are going to get a glancing blow from a CME. The NASA models are actually a little bit more aggressive than the NOAA models. But still, either way, I think it's just going to be a G1 storm. I don't think it's going to be anything big. But that is coming up on July 12th. So in 2 nights. Not tonight, not tomorrow night, but the next night. And that jellyfish I told you about last night, the launch of that SpaceX rocket. Yep, you were able to see it, in fact, in the twilight. And many people were able to see it. Let me see if I can put it up here for you guys. Really cool picture. Yeah, here we go. Oh, shit. There we go. And boom. Great. Damn it. All right, let's try this. Let me try something different. Hold on, guys, almost there. Everything's a pain in the ass, or it wouldn't be fun, would it? All right, here's what it looked like. This is the shot just before daybreak on Thursday, July 9th. SpaceX launched a Falcon 9 rocket from Cape Canaveral. Minutes later, the second stage passed over Raleigh, North Carolina, where Jeremy Gilchrist photographed a lovely sunrise jellyfish. In this image that you see right there, Gilchrist photographed the display from a drone hovering above the morning fog. At the time, the rocket engines were spewing water vapor into the near space area 143 to 152 kilometers high. Water molecules rapidly crystallize into expanding cloud of ice. This jellyfish is illuminated by the rays of the sun in those high altitudes. The jellyfish is in the dawn sky was quite a sight from North Carolina, he says. He also caught something very rare, the rocket's payload flaring. So that's cool. I don't know if I can actually see that. Maybe that's a different image. Oh, I see it there. It's at the bottom, but it's cut off on yours. Anyway. Oh, no, wait. That's a different image. Anyway, payload flarings are two clamshell halves of the rocket's nose cone. They shield the payload. In this case, 29 Starlink satellites from onrushing air during the climb through the atmosphere. They split away once the air is too thin to matter at roughly T plus 3 minutes at 110 kilometers. Catching them in a photograph from the ground, as Jeremy did, is remarkable. Only about 13 meters long, unlit. Must have been a glint from the sun. Hundreds of kilometers away, they were able to catch that picture. So there you go. Jeremy caught that. Anyway, there you go. That's the latest there. That was that. I told you that was about to happen. And I didn't know if anybody did go out and see that, let me know. Well, Dom, and that's what my whole life has been, ham radio and fire department and law enforcement, and I was a communications specialist. I will take whatever I'm dealt, and I will put it together, and I will make it work. Well, that looks live. Where's this at? Oh, it's in Japan. It's heavy rains and strong winds are battering Japan's Ishigaki Island, and Typhoon Bivi or Bavi, whatever it is, closing in. Maximum sustained winds are topping out at 100 miles an hour. You know, this is something I could be covering. I actually, I don't think I realized that we had a landfall happening. Or at least near whatever it is. I don't know. I haven't really looked. Let me see what I can get on that. It's located at 23.8 north and 125.2 east in the sea between Taiwan and Japan's Roku Islands. That's where the TV comes from. Moving north-northwest at 25 kilometers an hour. Peak sustained winds have reached 287 kilometers an hour. That's 178 miles an hour. That is a Cat 5, strong Cat 5. Equivalent to a Cat 5 super typhoon. Closest approach to Taiwan and the islands expected tomorrow at 6 a.m. UTC. 0600. Southeastern China coast by around July 11th by 1800 UTC, or 6 p.m. Universal Time. So yeah, this is not good. All right. Here's what we got. This is the current path. It is going to make landfall here. It's going to make the closest pass to Japan, and then it's going to come on the mainland here on the 12th. Let me see if I got a cat down there screwing with me. Yeah, I'm trying to see if what other information is available on this. I thought Mike's weather page would have something up. I don't see anything. Well, anyway, this is what we've got. All right, well, that's what we got. We're going to keep an eye on that because that's going to be making landfall tomorrow sometime over the next 2 days. Several different landfalls there, so we'll definitely come back to this. I'm going to find some better sources for this too, and so we can keep an eye on it. One thing we might be able to do is, let's see. Oh, look at that. Do I have everything for tropical turned on? Look at that, guys. That's a freaking monster. I think people in Wenzhou need to worry about this one. I don't know. I thought that they would. I guess because it's the other side of the world, it doesn't have a full set of data or whatever. I don't know. I was kind of hoping it would. I would have more. And it doesn't do radar over here. At least we can get that nice satellite image. But yeah, there we go. All right, so there we go. Something else to watch over the next few days that we'll keep up. And let me go ahead and I'll go ahead and put this shot up for you guys. Or I did already, actually. It's right above me, right here. That's the live shot coming out of over there. And you can see the wind's really starting to pick up. Oh, boy. Having a hard time tonight, guys. Really tired for some reason. I slept good last night, too. I don't understand it. All right, I'm going to check the news again here. All right. I don't know. I don't see anything else here. It has been another big release of UFO stuff. The Trump administration has released its fourth batch of declassified, unidentified, anomalous phenomenon records on Friday, including newly released military infrared video and additional details about a 2015 unidentified object reported near the nation's primary nuclear weapons assembly facility. Officials say the latest release is part of the administration's effort to expand the public access to UAP records while protecting information that could reveal sensitive military capabilities, eyewitness identities, or national security operations. Among the new released files is an 18-second infrared video submitted by U.S. Indo-Pacific Command in 2025 showing an object officials describe as resembling a six-pointed star. The footage captured by the infrared sensor on board the USS military platform over the Yellow Sea shows the sensor tracking what the government describes as an area of contrast, while cautioning that the video's description should not be interpreted as an official conclusion, but the object's identity or significance. The latest release also includes a newly declassified Department of Energy report detailing a 2015 incident involving an unidentified object over Pantex plant near Amarillo, Texas, the nation's primary facility for assembling, maintaining, and dismantling nuclear weapons. These UFOs are really interested in our nuclear weapons. Portions of the report previously had been released in a more heavily redacted form, but Friday's batch include additional details of this imagery. There's a bunch of other stuff released too. There's one that shows what looks like about 20 spacecraft all linked together, flying. Very interesting. But yeah, there's been some very interesting stuff in this latest batch, and I haven't even had a chance to go through most of it yet. Yeah, Bonnie Tyler has passed away. That is true. Singer of Total Eclipse of the Heart. Great song. Great song from my childhood. I remember that song so many times. It's a great song. Holding Out for a Hero. That's another great song. A song you hear sometimes at funerals and stuff. Upbeat type stuff. Yeah, there you go. No, Moorhead, I don't remember that. I don't. They've never said that this is all we have and then walked away. Now, NASA did at one point has said this is all we have on this whatever it is. But I don't know. I think these are going to continue for a while. They have really never said that this is all we have. So I think there's a chance that this may continue for a while. I think we're going to get more and more. I hope we get more and more because I know there's more and more out there. And I want to see it. Doesn't hurt anything. We need to know this stuff. We need to know what's out there and know that it's out there. It only makes sense. This data was collected by machines and equipment that my tax money purchased. I know, hey, think of it however you want, but that's how I feel. All right, so right above me here, we've got the Typhoon, with one of the nearer cameras to the Typhoon before it comes on shore. The one above that is Newark, New Jersey protest going on. To the right, in the center there, we've got the Portland, Oregon protest going on. And also in the upper right, we've got some liberal success stories coming out of wherever, I think this is in Kingsland, coming out of Pennsylvania tonight. Some more liberal success stories where we're getting to see some of the people who have benefited the most from all the left's generosity. And thank you, left, for ruining a whole society, you bastards. But anyway, that's what it is. And it's rolling in Poland now. I don't know what's going on. You know, I'm at that point in my life. I'm in my mid 50s, and I'm at that point in my life where all the people that sang and acted and were stars in and were creatures of all the things I watched when I was growing up, they're all dying right now. And that's because when I'm in my 50s, that means most people that were making TV when I was young were 20 to 25 years older than me. So they're all between 65 and 100 now. All these people that made television. I start to go back and look. Some shows, the entire cast is dead. All the stars are dead. It's like Star Trek, the original series, where I know I always come back to that, but it's what I know. I'm sorry. The original series, we're down to Walter Koenig, who played Chekhov. We're down to Bill Shatner that played Kirk, and we're down to George Takei that played Sulu. And that's it. That's all that's left. I think most of the secondary cast is now gone. Of course, you know, we've lost Leonard and we've lost DeForest, or D, as they called him. We lost Jimmy Doohan. And now I watched something the other day, and they said the entire production staff of that show is pretty much dead, because they were all older than the people that were playing on the show. All the back then, lighting grips and key grips and camera operators and soundmen, all these different jobs that were done on these sets in the 60s and the 70s were all done by middle-aged men that are the age I am now. And they're all long dead. The creators are dead. The writers are dead. Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank you, Daddy. I think he was a kamikaze in his last life. Jeez. My Lord, son. Are you okay? Come here. Oh, my goodness. My poor man. He's had a stroke. And now he's really sick. I hope I get to keep him a while longer. Oh, okay. Well, I was actually getting ready to get off, but we'll wait. I don't care. Let's see here. Let's see what we got. Okay, guys. Yep, we got a launch. So let me get this put in here. I'm gonna put this in big window. All right, yeah, I'm watching it. It says it launches at 11:01. So we're going to hang out till 11:01. I'm going to take a little break, but I'm going to hang out with you guys, okay? Okay, that's the biggest donation I ever got. Oh my God. Seriously? Thank you very much. My Lord. Thank you very much. I gotta expand my screen. I can't see your screen name. Artemis. Thank you very much, dude. Seriously. That's gonna help me buy a mini split. I swear to God. Thank you very much. Holy crap. Oh, you know what? I'm looking at the wrong chat room. Son of a bitch. I thought somebody just gave me a $100 donation, and I was freaking out. I'm trying to figure out who this person is. I'm sorry, guys. That's my bad. I'm stupid. I was on the launch of Starlink, and it popped up and said $100. And I'm like, oh, my God. And then when I went to click the love thing on there, it's already clicked by them. And I'm like, oh, you moron. That's not even your chat room. I think the most I ever got in a super chat was like $50. So I was freaking out. I'm sorry, guys. That was stupid on my part. Whatever. I don't care. I'm dumb. All right. So let me get this. Let me get this on here. I'm sorry. I was so stunned. I didn't know what to do. All right. That was so dumb. Whatever. Oh, my Lord. Whatever. I was like, oh, my God. That's the biggest donation I've ever gotten in my whole frickin' life. All right, I'm setting this up. I'm going to put it in the big window. I didn't even know what to say. I was like stunned. Oh my God. All right, let's see here. Move this over. All right, 14 minutes to launch. Man, they're getting some donations over on that channel. Holy shit. I'm not going to watch no more. Okay, let's go back to here. All right, so we've got this coming up. This is the launch of Starlink 17 through 48. Vandenberg Space Force Base in California. Launch time 11:01 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, which is coming up in about, I don't know what, about 13 minutes? Yeah, a moment of levity. I was like, oh my God, I'm freaking out. I don't even, what do you say? You know, I'm not a money begging guy. I can't even be a salesperson. I'm no good at it. I can only sell something I really believe in, which kind of doesn't work if you're going to be a salesman. See, like I can talk about the station I work for or talk about my show here, but I have to really love something in order to sell it. Let's see. Yeah, that freaked me out. What it was, I clicked that link, and that link brought that chat room up over the top of my chat room. And I looked up, and I saw this red. I'm like, what the freak? I've never seen a red one before. Yeah, I was absolutely stunned. It was like, I was completely stunned. I don't think I bought any ice cream sandwiches in the last month. They kind of make my stomach weird. I've just quit eating them. Yes. Yes, the sun god Ra in Stargate. Man, if you guys never got into Stargate, you got a whole bunch of TV you can go watch anytime you want. That's such a good show. It's underrated. It never got its due. The cast is phenomenal. The writing is great. I can't believe that so many people, they're like, Stargate? I don't know what that is. It's like, dude, seriously? It's one of the best. It seriously is. What, Ted? What's wrong? Man? What's wrong? Talk to me. What's wrong? Big old teddy bear. He's a huge cat. He weighs about, I don't know, 17 pounds, 16 pounds. And he ain't fat. He's big. Big old ass cat. All right, let's get rid of the ad. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take a 5-minute break, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna do a couple things and get a drink and go to the restroom and all those good things, and then I'm going to come back. Most shows take commercial breaks every 15 minutes. On this show, I go hours at a time sometimes. So let me go take care of a few things. I'm just going to leave things on here, and I'm going to leave the launch up. It's going to be starting we've got about 11 minutes to launch. There may be a few small holds in there, so it may be a few extra minutes, but it won't be long. We'll be able to launch. It's going to be fun. We're going to watch that. So you guys hang with us. This is StarShip Adventures. My name is Ian, and this is the show Sights and Sounds of Earth, and we are hanging out tonight for a Starlink launch coming up in just over 10 minutes, so don't go anywhere. This is StarShip Adventures, live from Southwest Florida.
Yeah, this one's for the real Trekkies. ones who remember when Star Trek meant something. Alex Kurtzman, you hack, consider this your send-off. You killed the franchise and we're singing over the grave. I used to beam up proud, watch the stars unfold. Bold explorers, logic sharp, stories pure as gold. Then came Kurtzman, Grim Reaper in a suit, turned the Enterprise into a woke-ass reboot. Cursing the day that clown sniffed around the set. Now it's teen drama trash, the franchise is dead. Greatest sci-fi ever, no, not anymore. You shat all over Roddenberry's core. Oh, Alex Kurtzman, you ruined Star Trek, woke Trek forever, what a pathetic wreck. Barefoot captains, pajama queens on the bridge, cadets fat and whiny, playing high school gigs. A checklist, virtue signaling lectures, Forescape pandering, feelings over vectors. You hate the show, you hate the fans, you hate the dream. Starfleet Academy, more like a bad fever dream. Beat me the hell out of here, Scotty, I'm done. Captain Alake, barefoot joke, strutting in PJs, no shoes. Someone's got a fetish poke. Talks like gravel in her mouth, sits like a smug damn cat. Refuses to split a kid from a crook. Starfleet, where's that at? All power to forward shields while getting hit from behind. Technical idiocy shows you got no mind. Women always stronger, smarter, morally supreme. Men bumbling props in your feminist fever dream. Cadets supposed to be elite, fat, dumb, and out of shape, whining about love triangles, homesick tears on tape. Insubordination daily, no discipline in sight. Mouth off to superiors, get a hug, yeah that's right. Flat as cardboard, one-dimensional D-bots. Speed run arcs, faster than a warp core plot. Everyone's queer-coded, not representation, just force. Preachy therapy speak, empathy circles of course. Oh, Alex Kurtzman, you ruined Star Trek, woke Trek forever, what a pathetic wreck. Barefoot captains, pajama queens on the bridge, cadets fat and whiny, playing high school gigs. EA checklist, virtue signaling lectures, Forescape pandering, feelings over vectors. You hate the show, you hate the fans, you hate the dream. Starfleet Academy, more like a bad fever dream. Beat me the hell out of here, Scotty, I'm done. Writing's cringe-worthy, dialogue preachy and lame. Juvenile jokes fall flat, embarrassing shame. Grainy visuals, cheap effects, sound mix from hell. Low butchered cannon trash, nostalgia bait smell. Pacing's garbage, unearned tears, forced drama galore. Teen Cartoon soap on Nickelodeon couldn't be more poor. Viewership tank charts dropping like red shirts in a fight. Low scores ain't bombing, fans just saw the light. Ruined Discovery, Picard, strange new worlds too. Lower decks tried, but you poisoned that crew. Turned hope and exploration into leftist lecture halls. Discipline's oppression, men are useless, women got balls. Over-reliance on Easter eggs, desperate and sloppy, no fresh ideas, just wrecking what's copy. Kurtzman, your secret hideout, king of the con. You don't get Trek, you hate it, and it's gone. Oh, Alex Kurtzman, you ruined Star Trek, woke Trek forever, what a pathetic wreck. Barefoot captains, pajama queens on the bridge, cadets fat and whining, playing high school gigs. EA checklist, virtue signaling lectures, Forescape pandering, feelings over vectors. You wrote the epitaph, killed the best franchise alive. Starfleet Academy, proof the dream don't survive. Beam me the hell out of here, Scotty, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. So skip this trash, real fans, let it die in the dark. Kurtzman, take your woke coat and shove it where it sparks. Star Trek was bold, it was hope, it was true. Now it's your tombstone, and we're laughing at you. God rest the franchise. You murdered it, you prick. In transmission.
All right, guys, we're back. All right. Yeah, it looks like the ocean fog's moved in. The good news is that doesn't necessarily mean a scrub, because, well, there's not much to look out for, if you know what I mean. It's not like they have to see out the windshield. There's nobody in this thing. It flies on its own. It knows where to go. But it does make seeing it difficult. So we'll have to see if they scrub this or not because of the sea fog rolling in. That is what it looks like to me as well. Could be rain, but it looks more like sea fog. Okay, we're coming up. There'll be a quick 1 minute hold, I do believe. Let me see if I can get some audio up for you guys.
Focus and attention on the rocket from here through liftoff.
Falcon 9 is in startup.
With that good call, we are now just awaiting confirmation from the SpaceX launch director that they are in fact go for launch.
Oh, there we go. Go for launch.
LD is go for launch.
And with that good go for launch call, we're going to go ahead and step back on our commentary, watch along with you, and join you on the other side of liftoff.
T-minus 30 seconds.
All right, this is live coverage, Starlink satellite deployment here on Starship Adventures. My name's Ian. This is the Sights and Sounds of Earth. Thank you for being here as we continue with this coverage of this launch.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. liftoff. Go Falcon, go Starlink.
And when the chamber pressure kicks in.
Wow. Why do they all got to look like a phallic symbol or a dildo?
Power and telemetry nominal.
Yeah, sea fog, just like morning fog, is usually a ground-based phenomenon, something that won't be very high at all in the atmosphere. Matter of fact, a lot of times when sea fog rolls in, or even morning fog rolls in,
So for a beautiful launch tonight,
you'll
rocket
find
passing
that
through max
buildings
Qs, you
over
just
5 or
heard.
6 stories will be able to see right over it.
Greatest point of aerodynamic pressure on the vehicle. Now throttling back up on the Merlin 1D engines and approaching MVAC chill.
Stage 2 engine chill.
There's that good call out for MVAC chill. Coming up to a few events now in quick succession. We will see first stage main engine cutoff for MECO at about T plus 2 minutes 25 seconds time. That'll be followed by stage separation and then the ignition of that upper stage engine. The payload fairing halves will separate just about 3 minutes into flight. T plus 2 minutes now. About 20 seconds to MECO.
Stage separation confirmed.
Okay, have we got to max Q yet? Max Q is the maximum dynamic pressure on the spacecraft. So they should announce any minute now that we are at
SpaceX
max
onboard.
Q. And then next we're going to have MECO. When we press to MECO, we're going to be shutting off the main engines.
I think you can just make out the plume off the left-hand side of the Merlin vacuum engine nozzle there, illuminated by the
Fairing separation confirmed.
setting sun. Call for fairing sep. You can see one of those halves making its way back to Earth. Those two fairing halves will splash.
That's those flares that they caught the picture of the other day. The jettisoning of the protective nose cone once the rocket reaches thin atmosphere.
Pacific Ocean, a little
that's
bit further
fairing
downrange
deployment.
from where the booster lands on the drone ship called Of Course I Still Love You.
And now we're waiting for SECO, second engine
Approaching
cutoff.
3.5 minutes into flight, and things appear to be going smoothly for SpaceX this evening. Coming up, the next major milestone, you can see it there on the timeline at the bottom of your screen. It's the entry burn. That's when SpaceX will use 3 out of the 9 Merlin 1D engines at the base of booster 1071 to help slow the vehicle down dramatically, shaving off about 2,200 kilometers per hour off that speedometer you see there in the lower left-hand corner.
Guys, I don't know that it's doing that weird video thing it started doing the other day. I don't know. The top 3
Puffs that you're
videos
seeing
start
occasionally
jerking around.
between the hypersonic grid fins there on the booster. Those are the cold gas thrusters used by SpaceX to adjust the attitude or positioning of the booster itself ahead of the start of that entry burn. Coming up on 5 minutes into the mission so far, we're just a little more than a minute away from the start of that 3-engine entry burn. There's a look up through the inner stage there.
I reset everything. I think it's working okay now. But now I'm getting an error from YouTube that I'm not sending enough data. So I don't know what's going on, guys. It is what it is. Quake, I wouldn't call it more crap. I would call it less than I would have wanted. But there's actually some good stuff in there. There's some new video I've never seen before in
Coming
there.
up on the start of that entry burn,
and it's going to take me a few days to parse through it, but I don't think it's complete crap. I wish they would give us something more substantial. Yeah, we haven't had a ceasefire for a week.
Stage 1, entry.
They're about to get bombed back into the Stone Ages. I don't know what else to do. You can't expect people that they don't have the Western values or the Western culture or any of
Coming
that.
up next will be the
This is the way they
single-engine
live there.
landing burn.
It's one war to
which
the
will
next.
take the booster 1071 down to what will hopefully be a soft landing on the drone ship. Of course, I Still Love You. Approaching 7 minutes into flight.
Yeah, the booster landing is my favorite part.
Set to begin in about 1 minute's time.
All right, upper left, Newark, New Jersey, ICE protest. About 30 people out there, maybe. Upper center, Portland, Oregon, ICE protest. 4 people out there, including the blow-up animals. And the upper right, Pennsylvania, where we find so many liberal success stories out there. All these people here, they're all hooked on phonics. Yep, that's right, hooked on phonics.
First
They
stage
can't get
traveling
enough.
below the speed of sound.
And so we'd like to showcase liberal success stories here on StarShip Adventures. Thank you, liberals, for bringing us this mess.
Stage 2, FTS safe. Stage 1 landing burn.
Yeah, Quake, I agree with you that there's never going to be a working ceasefire. I agree with you that I think Trump has taken too long to get to the point where he just bombs them back into wherever. I agree with all that. But that man has a lot more information than me, and so I'm holding out faith. He's made a lot of really good decisions and done a lot of really good things. So I'm trying to hold out faith. There we go. Boom!
Stage 1 landing confirmed.
It just landed on the ASDS, the Autonomous Spaceport Drone Ship.
Landed.
Used for missions. This is basically a landing deck that floats out in the ocean. It's safer to bring it out into the ocean than it is to bring it into a land area. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Nominal orbit insertion.
It does not do Trump any good
And with the
to
confirmation
continue
of a
this
good
like this. So
trucking orbit
he must
achieved,
feel like
the
he's
upper
got
stage
something
will now
going on.
coast
I don't know.
Until T plus 52 minutes, 54 seconds time. There will be a brief 2-second burn to circularize the orbit. And then the Starlink satellites will be deployed at T plus 1 hour, 1 minute, and 46 seconds post liftoff.
Look who I got here. My mom.
Well, we
Kitty.
certainly appreciate those of you who
Mama Kitty.
have stuck around through
Mama
this
Kitty.
portion of the broadcast, and we'll turn next to our mission stats as they currently stand, and then we'll wrap things up thanking folks from their contributions in the live chat. The good liftoff and landing. That was flight number 35 for booster 1071. The 663rd Falcon 9 launch to date. The 81st of the year so far. 82nd orbital launch for SpaceX.
Yeah, China's getting there, boy. They just rendezvoused with a near-Earth object that kind of counter-orbits us. We talked about it yesterday.
This was SpaceX's 598th Falcon booster reflight, with a launch of a booster that has flown at least once.
It looks like the liberal crazies are out in Portland.
This was the company's 163rd orbital launch.
Yep, they're playing copyrighted music.
Days.
Nothing says I want to get out there like
213th
playing
orbital
copyrighted
launch
music
from
and putting
Pad
the
4
F word on
SpaceX,
everything.
And the 282nd overall orbital launch from this pad as well. Here's a look at the bar chart representation of the Falcon family of rockets. Moving on to some recovery stats. This was the 209th landing of a booster on the drone ship. Of course, I Still Love You.
Yeah, they've killed
That marks
thousands of them over there. I no longer hold out hope that there's going to be an internal uprising.
The 636th booster landing for SpaceX.
What you doing, Mom
And
Kitty?
the 639th overall landing of an orbital class rocket, including the two from Blue Origin, and now for the first time, the first from China, with a successful recovery and catch of the booster from the Long March 10B rocket. So congrats to all involved for pulling off that feat and joining the small but now growing club of reusable orbital class rockets coming from commercial launch companies. Finally, moving to some industry stats.
Well, I sometimes go out and watch it go over when it's going over right after dark, and it's really bright in the sunlight.
US rocket company, and the 165th orbital launch attempt around the world. There have been 6 orbital mishaps so far this year. Here's a look at the pie chart of where things currently stand.
Yeah, the International Space Station has amateur radio on board, and they do events where they'll talk to us down here.
Up here tonight.
Yeah. Thanks, Victor. Thanks, everybody, for coming in.
We're left off. Don't want to.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and call it. I do appreciate everybody coming in tonight. This has been the Sights and Sounds of Earth on StarShip Adventures, and we'll be back tomorrow night for the Saturday night edition. I will be available after about 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, and I will begin to look at what's out there to cover. Okay, and we'll see what we can find. If there's stuff going on, I'll come on early. If not, it'll be 9 p.m. All right, guys, that's going to be it. I've still got 4 weekend shows to put in. One of them I have to make. And then I have 3 podcasts to put in. So I have at least 2 hours of work to do before I can go to bed. So there you go. All right, guys, everybody have a good night out there. My name's Ian. This is StarShip Adventures, the Sights and Sounds of Earth. I hope everybody's had a good night. Have a safe tomorrow. And we'll see you back tomorrow night, early or possibly even at 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll see what happens. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. 7-3. This is the YouTube channel StarShip Adventures, broadcasting live from StarShip Studios in North Fort Myers, Florida, in the United States of America. We thank you for joining us this evening for another broadcast of the Sights and Sounds of Earth, covering every breaking news story across this troubled planet of ours. We brought you the raw, unfiltered pulse of the world in real time through our unique multi-screen format, broadcasting in high definition worldwide via fiber optic connection. StarShip Adventures, a new kind of YouTube content. To our regular viewers, our loyal crew members, our amazing moderators, and everyone who tunes in each night at 9 p.m. Eastern, we thank you. Your support keeps this independent voice alive and well. We'll be back tomorrow evening at 9 p.m. Eastern with another live edition of the Sights and Sounds of Earth, right here on StarShip Adventures. Until then, stay safe, stay informed, and may God bless you and these United States of America. This is StarShip Adventures, and this concludes our broadcast day. Good night, America, and around the world. Kilo Oscar 4, Echo Foxtrot Sierra. Signing off. QSY, 7 3s, everyone, 7 3s.